Hello, everybody. You're listening to Fantasy NBA Good, the greatest fantasy basketball podcast of all time. My name is Purity, but of course, I'm not alone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ivan. This is 50th episode of this podcast that we started over 3 years ago now. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really great. We should celebrate.
Well, some people when they start podcasts, they release like 50 episodes in first like 3 months, and they just give up. But we were pacing ourselves.
Yeah, it's better this way. Better, what to say? Step by step, easy by easy, and of course you achieve something in the long run.
Let's try not to make a boring podcast on this 50th
I'm
episode.
never boring.
With your.
I don't know. Maybe speak for yourself. I'm never boring. That's all I know. Anyway, guys.
I will put a poll on Twitter so people can vote who's more boring.
Yeah, that's
me.
You know what? Let's do it. I'm so confident I'm gonna win this. So let's do it.
So today we're gonna talk about
rookies.
We're gonna start with this story about Shaquille O'Neal coaching Lakers.
We're
gonna talk about playoff, aka postseason fantasy NBA basketball, and then we're gonna select the best rookie teams at the end of our show.
So let's start the story about the Lakers without a coach. Lakers are looking for a coach after sacking Frank Wall. So Master P, we all know who Master P is, except Ivan doesn't know who Master P is.
No idea.
He didn't know who is like the famous rapper, actor, producer, and all that for many years. He wants to coach the Lakers. Apparently, one of his dreams is to coach in the NBA. But I don't know. I think
he coach at college? I read something. He coached DeMar DeRozan.
At college, he did. They say he has some skills, like maybe experience a little, but that's not enough for you to be a coach in the NBA. And then he said that he would love Shaq to be his assistant coach, to coach with him. And then, of course, people. Shaquille was on his podcast, and they were.
No, Shaquille was at his own podcast.
Yes, and that's what I said. His own podcast. He was at his own podcast, and they were talking about it, and they were like telling him what does he think about the idea, and he said, "Why not sign me up? I will coach the Lakers for 25 million a year. Sign me up already."
Yeah, which of course, like he will never get it because that's 14 million more than the highest paid coach in NBA, who is it's a Greg Popovich who's getting 11 million a year. So
and he's from Serbia, by the way. So
he's not from Serbia. He's he's I don't know,
born there.
Do I have to Google? No, he's not born in Serbia. He's born and grew up in
America. Oh, okay, good.
You see, you make me... Okay, let me see. Greg Popovich. Is he from Serbia? This is great podcasting when you say something and you cannot back up with a story.
Well, he has a Serbian name.
Well, yeah, but he's not born in... It says he was born in East Chicago, Indiana.
But we still consider...
To Serbo-Croatian parents.
Okay, we still consider him ours, even though he was born there. So just like Jokic is ours.
His father is Serbian and his mother is Croatian.
Okay.
Like, if you're saying something on podcast, like, do not make...
Sorry, my mistake.
I
don't fact check. I will be fact checking from now on.
No, we don't fact check.
We don't fact check, so that's the problem, and that's what I made a mistake.
Okay, let's hear what Shaq said. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
You leaving the desk to go coach with Master P, Shaq?
If the Lakers offer me $25 million a year for 4 years, I'll coach the Lakers.
If they give you 25 a year?
25 million a year?
Yeah, for 4 years. I need a 4-year contract. I'll coach him right now.
No, but you the assistant pimp.
No.
Master P said he coaching, but he wants you to be the assistant pimp.
Let's just say they have a conversation with Master P and they don't pick him. Now I'm just gonna go in as a side meeting and just say, hey, I know you didn't want to consider my good friend Master P, but if you want me, this is the fee. You like that rhyme? I know you ain't consider my good friend Master P, but if you want me, this is the fee.
So yeah, even if the Lakers do not take Master P Shaq, how did he rhyme that? What did he say? If
you don't want my good friend Master P, no problem, I will coach the Lakers. That's what they said. I know you didn't want my friend Master P, but here I am ready to coach for the Lakers. Shaq is funny. He's funny. So that's it. That's the story that I had for you today.
So let's talk about playoff, aka postseason fantasy basketball. As we said, we are the only fantasy basketball podcast that is talking about playoff or postseason, whatever you like to call it, fantasy basketball. And I really don't understand why so few people play postseason, playoff fantasy basketball. I saw here that there are not many leagues available, meaning that there are not many people starting leagues, playing leagues, and on Fantrax where we played, and where it's the only place where you can play it for free. You can there are no public leagues, so somebody has to open the league. There are no public leagues that you can join. So I saw someone can create the league and made it public, make it public. So I saw that there were not that many available league, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, because it's fun and interesting.
And people don't even know. I listened to one podcaster saying that people don't even know what it is. He said you just pick your players and you have them until it's until the end of playoffs, like this like making bracket for March Madness or something like that. No, it's not like that. It's same as playing a regular season fantasy basketball, but with a twist. Can you explain?
What you have to pick the players that of course are gonna play until the end of the playoffs. That's one thing, and the other thing is one player you can pick, 3 people can pick the same player.
That rule you can adjust. That rule you can adjust. You can make one or more.
Okay, I didn't know.
You can adjust because there are only players from 16 teams. So not enough players, especially if you have a huge league. Our league is only 10 teams, and I put one. I made a rule that one NBA player can be in 3 teams. That's the most. So it can be drafted or later on added by 3 teams. Which in this first round of playoffs, maybe that's a lot, but later on, when after every round of playoffs, the number of players is cut in double. 3 it's gonna be just enough, and later maybe not even enough in finals. So why can you explain more? Can you make people? Can you get people interested in?
So Fantrax, you just make your team. For me, as I play, I just make my team every day, and of course you have to be checking who's playing well. If there is someone available in the waiver and is doing much better than the player you have, of course you're gonna switch them up. And if the player is injured, for example, you can drop them and pick someone on the waiver.
That's the same as on Yahoo. Can you say what's different? Then you started to talk. You started talking about drafting players, and later on picking players from waiver wire who are gonna advance.
Until the end of the playoffs. Of course, you have to pick someone who's gonna finish until the end. So that's the key. Because if someone plays just one game, what's the point? For example, do you remember?
Not one game.
One round of
playoffs. Do you remember on draft who was the first pick on a draft?
For me?
No. Who was the first pick on a draft? Not for you.
No, I don't remember.
Well, the first pick on a draft was Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh.
Which he was if we are playing season fantasy basketball, it was Jokic everywhere.
Yeah.
But here, the logic which people were using is, okay, Giannis is probably gonna reach at least Eastern Finals, maybe NBA Finals, and Jokic is probably gonna not even advance to the second round of the playoffs, which now we can see.
Yeah,
it's coming to. Yeah,
it's tough because he's like the only one like.
Okay, so can you elaborate
is
on
Jamal
that?
Still injured? Okay. What do I elaborate?
Well, you're picking players. It's not just who's good, but
who's gonna play until the end of the playoffs.
And in this first round of playoffs, there is the pool of players. There are enough of players because one player per three teams three managers can pick the same play, have the same players. So you can find, okay, let's go to the free agents waiver wire pool. Let me this is 10 teams, 10 players and one injured slot per team, so around 100 players. So some players that are available, it's Nikola Vucevic, Andrew Wiggins. Okay, Devin Booker, he's available because he got injured, so even I had to drop him. Desmond Bain, Trae Young, he's available. Chris Middleton also, he's injured, he's available. So you see many good players. Clint Capella, okay, he's also injured. Many good players who
can take you into the end of the playoffs.
In this first round of playoffs, but starting from the next round, it's gonna be more difficult. And what's interesting about this fantasy, it's I mean, everything is the same. If you're afraid like there are not as many options as you have in season, no, everything is the same as season fantasy. You have all the options. You can choose to play Roto. You can choose whatever you want. Like you have all the options, but the difference is the philosophy behind it. What Purity said, you have to think about the players who
in
are
the long
going,
run.
are gonna
long-term players
progress to because later after this first round of playoffs, it's not gonna be easy to go to the players pool and see all these names that I Nikola Vucevic is probably not gonna be here. I don't know. Trae Young is not gonna be here. Some guys that I read. So your best players that you drafted, you want them to progress as further as possible.
That's the key.
Because later you're gonna depend on someone who is like one of the worst players in his team, in these teams who advanced. So yeah, it's interesting. We have we set up our league. It's head-to-head, one win. Have 7 categories. Like you can set your league however you want. So I think we talked.
Yeah. So guys, give it a try.
Yeah,
it's not too late.
I would. Yeah, it's still not too late, but for the next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are gonna talk about first, second, and third rookie teams, or the best rookies according to us. This is our list. How do you say, research? We did research, and this is our list. Yes.
Did you do a research actually?
Yes, I did. We do together. Yes.
You mean?
I mean, give me credit. I did. I did do research. Okay, let's start. Well, let's start with the first team.
First team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first team we have Cade Cunningham. He led the rookies in scoring, 17.4 points per game, 5.6 assists, 1.8 threes, 5.5 rebounds. And good. Then at the second place,
Evan Mobley.
Is it?
Yes.
His
Evan.
Evan?
Is Evan Mobley?
No, he's Evan.
Evan Mobley. Sorry, I cannot.
If he was Evan, it would be with I.
Yeah, it's confusing me. English names, Serbian names, so it's all the same. Okay, You go ahead.
Yeah, it's really all the same. Serbian and English names cannot be more the same than.
I forgot how to pronounce in English.
So Evan Mobley, 15 points per game, 8.3 rebounds, 1.7 blocks. He can score, he can rebound, he can block in fantasy. Did we say these are fantasy teams? High rookie fantasy teams? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have some of them. Yeah, they can definitely have them.
Third guy is
Scotty Barnes. That's what I call him, Scotty Barnes. So from the Toronto Raptors.
So Scotty Barnes, 15.3 points, 7.5 rebounds, 0.7 blocks, 1.1 steal, 3.5 assists, 0.8 threes, and
that's good.
Yeah, this guy can do everything. Yeah, he's really he's great Superman. For fantasy.
Yes, the fourth guy, let's go. He's called Herbert Jones.
Herbert or Herb Jones. As you know, he's a defensive specialist. Per season, 1.7 threes, but there were some games where he would go for, what did I say, threes? No, I meant steals. He would go for, like, I don't know, 6 steals or something crazy like that. So, and he improved his shot. He showed that he can even shoot. So 9.5 points, 0.7 threes, and 0.8 blocks, 3.8 rebounds, not that many rebounds, but everything depends on Zion Williams and on his return next season, how the starting lineup is going to shuffle. And but I think that he showed that he's good enough, and he had a lot of minutes, exactly 30 minutes per game. This in his rookie season, so I think he can maintain his fantasy. I think stats will get better, but fantasy relevance and real life relevance. I think that Zion Williams will not hurt him that much. Actually, we don't even know if Zion.
These are assumptions.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with Zion.
Don't take our
anyways, yeah, first team. And the last guy
is Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, who, as everybody thought, he exploded in the last third of the season. After All-Star, or maybe a little bit later, he started playing really well. 17.3 points, 2.3 threes. Everything else not that great. 3.4 rebounds. But I still think that he deserves the place in this first rookie team. So. Next year, I think he's gonna be much better, and I think he really he reminds me something like Anthony Edwards. I think he can really blow up in this next season and be really great. So let's go to
the second team, and we have, who do we have? Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey. He played only 54 games. Finished the season injured. He had 7.8 rebounds, which is really great for a point guard. 6.4 assists. 0.9 steals. 1 3, 12.5 points. I think, especially for someone like me in my Dynasty League, I am punting small player stats, so many rebounds for me. Like this, I would like to have a point guard with 7.8 rebounds. That would be awesome. Second guy is, can you say his name?
Of course I can. Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner. Yeah. Franz Wagner. He he had a good season for Orlando, and he scored. He had a decent scoring season with 15.2 points per game. Everything else was so-so. Okay, rebounds were kind of decent, 14.5, 1.2 threes, 0.9 steals, 0.4 blocks. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Not enough assists, 2.9. Next guy is
Chris Duarte.
Chris Duarte, I don't know if he deserves to be in a second team. People expected him to be handed the keys of that Indiana's team after they traded Sabonis, and but he didn't start playing
well as they
well, I don't want to say great, because no one was expecting him to, but
blow up.
People expected him to play much better after that trade. He didn't, so he was actually only really good in the first not even a month, first I don't know how many weeks of the season. So this is his stats: 13.1 points, 1.7 threes, 4.1 rebounds, and 1 steal per game. Let's go to the next guy. This is your guy. You have this player.
Joseph Kuminga.
Actually, he's not Joseph.
What is?
He's Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh, Jonathan. Sorry.
Jonathan Kuminga. I really like this guy. He has been playing really good at the end of the season for Golden State. I think he can be a really good player, also really good fantasy player. Stats: he didn't play a lot, only 70 minutes per game, so this stats doesn't look that great. 9.3 points, 3.3 rebounds, 0.4 steals, 0.3 blocks, 0.7 steals. Not such a, when you look at the stat, not so great, but the eye test, this guy looks like he's going to be a good player for a long time. And the last guy in this second team is I'm sure
Alperen Sengun.
It's a Turkish center. Also, as you know, the guy that everybody was waiting on, sitting on for the whole season, expecting him to blow up, and which he didn't. Just last several games of the season, when Christian Wood didn't play anymore, when they shut down Christian Wood, he had these several really good games. So I think, well, I don't know, it depends on Christian Wood. You would expect they want to develop their young center, but there is potential. And okay, let me read his stats: 9.6 points, 5.4 rebounds, blocks 0.9, steals 0.8, 0.4 threes. So yeah, let's go to the third team.
And we have, who's the first guy?
Jalen Suggs.
Oh, bro.
Jalen Suggs from Orlando Magic. I'm just trying to find his stats. I found him. He had, when was he playing good? I cannot even remember. I had him in my team, my dynasty team, in several occasions. I've been dropping him, and because he was injured, like I just cannot remember. He played well after he returned from injury, and before he was injured, and several games after he returned from an injury, and he showed potential. I don't know, there several guards over there. I don't know. There's False, Cole. I don't know who's gonna be point guard, shooting guard, who's gonna get I don't know how many minutes. This season he was getting 27.3 minutes per game for Orlando, starting most of the games that he was playing. 11.8 points per game, 4.4 assists, 3.6 rebounds, 1.2 steals, 0.9 trees, 0.4 blocks. That's all about Suggs. Let's go and find Ayo Desumnu on this list. Ayo, if
certainly pronounce it way better than I would. So.
Who?
I said you pronounced his name way better than I would. So congrats, bravo, good for you.
Yeah, but I cannot find Ayo. I have to just press pause and I find Ayo. So I found Ayo. Ayo Desumnu, he had some games with a crazy number of assists, and he played really well during that stretch when Lonzo and who was also Bald Eagle, Alex Caruso, and who else? I think even Zach LaVine was injured at the same time. So he played well during that time. His stats, when you look at his stats, even his assists are 3.3, which is not that great per season, but he showed it. He can assist. Everything else, 8.8 points, 0.9 threes, 0.8 steals, nothing much to write home about. But I don't know. He's the guy. I don't know what to think about him and the next season and the Bulls. But I think he deserves. I think he deserves the
benefit of the doubt.
The third. To be in one of these three rookie teams. And this is your guy.
Davion Mitchell.
Davion, yeah.
Oh, okay. I would completely pronounce it different. Okay, go ahead.
Do you remember when he played well? He's your dynasty player. After Kings traded away Halliburton, and then Fox played few games, and then Fox got re-injured again. Well, you should. I'm trying to remember. Fox didn't finish the season, so he was playing as I can remember. Yeah, he didn't. So Davion Mitchell was playing really, really good to close the season. At the end of the season, he's as you know, great defensive player, but he doesn't get a lot of steals. He had only 0.7 steals per game, not that many points, 1.4 threes, 4.2 assists. Yeah, he assisted nicely at the end of the season. I mean, he had some games with a lot of assists. Other stats, nothing much. And the last guy on this list is Bones Highland. I really cannot pronounce his real name. This is his nickname. Nashon. You think?
I think okay. That's how it's Nashon Highland.
Bones Highland from.
No, you missed Jackson.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I mean, this. Yeah. Okay.
Jackson is fast.
I would even put Davion Mitchell maybe in front of Ayo Desumnu, and maybe this list is not. We're just like, I don't know if I listed them. Okay. No. I mean, like this particular order for every team. I'm looking at it right now, I think it's okay. Maybe Duarte should not be third in his second team. Maybe he should be last, fifth. But okay, that's not important. We're just listing teams. Okay. Anyways, Isaiah Jackson, also your dynasty player. Are you satisfied with him? You took him. Did you pay any waiver budget for him?
I think so. Yeah, I definitely did.
Yeah, he played at the end of the season when Turner didn't play and Sabonis was traded away, and he had some stretch of really decent games. He can block. He showed that he can block 1.4 blocks per game this on a season, 4.2 rebounds. He can decently rebound, 8.3 points. So everything else, nothing special. So everything depends if he can play together with Miles Turner next season. I hope, because he was playing center and Miles Turner is center, so I hope they will find a way for him to play next season, and because I like his game, and yeah, I hope you will.
I will be proud. Make me proud,
I hope,
Jackson.
yeah, because I was also helping you to make decision to who do you have from this list? You have Isaiah Jackson, you have Davion Mitchell,
yeah.
You have Kuminga. No, you don't have Mobley.
I don't? Oh, okay.
You don't.
Okay, yeah, Kuminga I do.
And the last guy is Bones Highland. Bones Highland, he was the whole season, he was up and down. His stats really nothing. He only played 19 minutes per game, 10.1 points, 1.9 threes, assists only 2.8, steals only 0.6. He really never. He was usually he was playing off the bench. Mike Malone didn't unleash him, even though they play without Jamal Murray the whole season. So next season, when Murray will be healthy and playing, I don't see minutes for him, and that's it. That's our list, huh?
Yep, that's our list. Thank you for listening. That was it on this episode, and thank you for supporting us until we have reached 50 episodes. Supporting us and listening to us and showing us some love and just coming and listening every single episode. Thank you so much. And don't forget, you can follow us on our social networks. That is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and our LinkedIn and our handle.
I created a LinkedIn page. Fantasy NBA GOAT LinkedIn page, so you can. Yeah. It's up and running. You can follow us over there.
Yes.
If you're on LinkedIn, we have 3 followers.
Okay, that's not. LinkedIn is not that easy to get followers.
And yeah.
It's not that easy. Trust me, my LinkedIn, it took me years to get just followers. Anyway, and then you can go check us our website. It's really nice. We fixed it up a little. We have some photos. You did. Okay, I didn't. You did. We have some new content. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. For all the. Why are you interrupting me? Why?
Did you even visit our website to see how it looks like after?
I did. I did visit our website. And our website. Sorry. I'm confusing. Our website address is fantasynbagod at weebly.weebly.com.
You do it again.
No.
I put in time on working on that website, and you cannot even memorize the address.
fantasynbagod.weebly.com. Weebly is spelled WEEBLY. And then what else? You can listen to our podcast where?
You can listen to our podcast at Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, TuneIn, Stitcher, or literally wherever you get your podcasts.
That's right.
Our email address is
fantasynbagod@gmail.com. fantasynbagod@gmail.com.
Just Google Fantasy NBA GOAT.
Well, yeah, it's literally the same name everywhere. It's literally the same name.
So thank you very much for sticking with us, and these 50 episodes.
Let's pop that champagne for 50 more episodes.
Where's the champagne?
I'll go get it right now.
In a shop.
For 50 more episodes. So cheers, guys. Until next episode. Bye. See you.
Bye.
So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.